friends, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Dee. I'm a Saint Beauty artist and a lover of all things beauty. So here on my channel, I do a variety of different things, mostly geared around beauty and skincare, but I also throw in some like fashion stuff, some mid-size fashion, and just a variety of other things. I am a busy mama. I work full-time in the corporate world and I'm a mama of 2 teenagers, which life doesn't slow down when you have teenagers. So I'm busy, but anything that I feel like, hey, this might be helpful for you, or if you're somebody who is watching your wallet or watching your spend or watching your budget or just watching your time, hopefully my videos will help you because I'm all about saving money, saving time, all that jazz. So today's video is going to be how I get fresh, glowy skin. So we're going into summertime. I don't know, here in Texas, it's already in the 90s. I think this week we're supposed to hit our first 100 temperature. Joy, great, wonderful. But I want to show you how I get fresh, glowy skin. Now in the summertime, I don't like to wear a lot of full coverage makeup. Even with my Saint Cream makeup, I don't use as much as I normally do. I'm really looking for that fresh, glowy, glow within kind of look with minimal makeup. So I'm going to show you guys the products that I use and how I achieve that very fresh, glowy look. So the first thing is I choose a good moisturizer. And the one that I really like is the Time Wise Repair, Mary Kay Time Wise Repair Day Cream. This has SPF 25 in it. I've talked about it on my channel ad nauseum. If you guys have been following me, you know that this is the moisturizer that I recommend. I honestly and truly feel like this line changed my skin for the better. As far as my aging, I feel like it has reversed some of the things that I was working on, but also for my dryness. So it is not the one and all. This is not the only product that I use to get my skin to more normal for it being extremely, extremely dry, but this is one of the products that I do really believe did wonders for my skin. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply it all over. Now, even though this has SPF in it, I still like to go in with an additional sunscreen just because I want a little bit more coverage. Now look at this is an ant bite. I got bit up by ants yesterday. You can see here, I don't know what in the world got on me, like around it. It's like dirt or something. I can't get it off my skin. But my dog had ants on her. I did not realize it. And I went to go pick her up to put her inside and I like got bit by an ant. I'm like, what in the world is this? And then I got bit 3 more times and I was like, what the heck? Yeah. So luckily I'm not allergic to ants. I grew up in Florida and that was always a scary thing. First time you get bit by a fire ant, it's kind of like, are you allergic? And luckily I'm not allergic. They just puss up and I don't know what that is. Like I've tried scraping my skin off, but I'm not exactly sure. But I'm not dirty, I promise you. I've showered, except I haven't done my hair because tomorrow's hair wash day. Okay, so after moisturizer, I go in with a really glowy moisturizing sunscreen. This is one that I absolutely love. I just picked up another one, so that's how much I love it. It is not an affordable sunscreen. I think this bad boy goes for $60. Now, granted, I use this every single day for about 2 months. So it's about $30 a month. I understand that's expensive. So this may not be something that's in your price range. I'm trying to think of a good one that I used. Ooh, let me show you. So if you're looking for something a little bit more on the affordable side, I love the First Aid Beauty Mineral Sunscreen. This has SPF 30. It's also with zinc oxide. I just prefer it. I like it. It works really good. But once I started trying this is one that my esthetician recommended. I was like, oh my gosh, it makes your skin feel amazing. And you can see here, I'm like literally almost out. Now it does leave a slight white cast, but you just rub it in. And what I like about the white cast is, oh, I'm like sliding off my chair. What I like about the white cast is it lets me know, but I still have the product. It's not absorbed in my skin. So I just sit here and like rub it in until I no longer see that white cast. And it has like this silkening product in it. I don't know what it does. Like it obviously, I've gone out and I can tell you firsthand experience, it does protect your skin from the sun, but there's something that's in it that makes your skin feel like butter. Like I could sit here and no joke, sit here and do this all day because it feels like silk on your skin. It feels great. And for somebody, I have like a slight sensory thing where there's certain products that I don't like to like feel. I don't like anything that's sticky or gooey or greasy on my skin. This is not greasy. This is like silky, super, super silky. And I absolutely love the way that it feels. Now in full transparency, I don't know if I would like it on my body because I think it would be a little bit too greasy, but on my face, it's magical. But what I like about it is not only does it protect my skin, not only does it feel magical on my skin, it also helps to give that glowy, dewy freshness without being greasy, if that makes sense. So I really like that. The next thing that I do, and this is probably, I've talked about this product on my channel multiple times before, but I will continue talking about it because I honestly think it's amazing. And it is the Jaclyn Cosmetics Oil Perfecting, wait, is it oil? What is it called? I don't even know. Skin Perfecting Oil Primer. I love this stuff. I think I have 2 more boxes in my vanity because she had a sale and I was like, I know I'm always gonna use this stuff. You can see here, I'm more than halfway down from the bottle, and this is the second bottle. What I love about this stuff, it's a primer. Now with Saint makeup, you do not have to have a primer. If you moisturize your skin the right way, you don't have to have a primer. But what I like about this is I don't feel like this really helps with longevity of my skin. What I feel like it does is it really helps to hydrate my skin. It helps to make my cream products, my Saint products, go on smoother, makes them easier to blend in. It hydrates my skin, but especially when I had those like patchy, dry, like flakes all over my skin. If you guys have followed me for a while, you know I have severely, extremely dry skin, or I had severely, extremely dry skin, and I had like all these patches around my nose and my T-zone and everything. This product here was amazing because what it did was it hydrated those patchy flakes on it without but it would hydrate it and it would help the products, like whatever I was using, not get stuck in them. It would I don't know, it was weird. But weird in a good way. But I just really, really liked it. So that is the base that I'm gonna use. Now, if you want like full on dew look, you can do more and it would definitely make you look like a glowing disco ball. I just use a little bit of it and you can already see the luminosity coming through my skin. So I really like that. Next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a color corrector. You do not have to do this step if you do not need color correcting. I have dark eye circles, as you can see here, and I also have a little bit of redness. So I always like to go through, and this is the color June that I like to use to cover, just do a very, very light sweep of coverage on the areas where I have a little bit more redness. So I'm going in with the blending brush here. This is going to give you the least amount of coverage. So if you are somebody who likes that minimalistic look, this is going to be the brush for you because it's going to pull the least amount of product but still give you that airbrush look. So that's what I'm doing. Now next, I always take my Real Technique sponge. Saint has a sponge. It's okay. It's okay. It's not my favorite. I like the Real Techniques one. I feel like for the quality of the product and the affordability and the easeability of getting it, because you can get it virtually any drugstore, I like this one. So that's the one I recommend. Now next I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna zoom past this because this is not what this video is about and I don't want it to be 20 minutes long, but I'm gonna go ahead and color correct my dark eye circles. I've had videos before where I've talked about this, so we're just gonna skip through this part. Eyes are done, so next I'm gonna go in with my main highlight shade. I use the color Candlelit. If you need a color match, there is a jot form down below that I can get a custom color match just for you. But I'm gonna go in with my blend brush because again, during the summer months, I don't want to wear a ton of layers. So that's why I really, really like this blend brush because it is going to give me it's gonna grab the least amount of product and just give me that kind of airbrushed, very minimalistic look. So I'm just going in and I'm just lightly kind of tapping it. Now, the other brushes, I always recommend that you do this, like this kind of motion, the stippling motion, but with the blend brush, I actually like it because it's so feathery. I actually like to use it, like blend it, like you would a normal brush. So I'm gonna do that. Then I take my Real Techniques sponge, blush, brush, sponge, whatever. and I'm just going to go over it. Now, what I like about doing with this is it's going to press the makeup into my skin. It's going to actually kind of press it into my pores. It's gonna make sure that there's no brush marks, and it's gonna pick up any excess product, because when you have excess product on your skin, that's where you're going to get majority of the creasing, is with that excess product. So I'm just gonna go in and just make sure. Flawless, looks good, it's very minimalistic, took me 2 seconds. So after that, I'm gonna go in with bronzer. Now in the summer months, I don't usually use contour. I usually just use bronzer to kind of brighten up my face. If you're doing a color match and you don't wear makeup all the time, people ask me, should I do bronzer or contour? I always ask what you're trying to achieve. If you're trying to chisel out cheekbones and create shadows, then that's what you would need for contour. If you want to warm up your face and brighten up your face, then bronzer is your girl. So, and if you're like, I'm not sure what I want to do, I'm like, then do bronzer. Bronzer, 100%. I can live without contour. I cannot live without bronzing. So I'm going to go in with the Bella bronzer. This is the one that I recommend for the majority of people. But I'm just gonna take, I think this is the smudge brush. I don't know, I'll link everything down below. But I have been doing this lately and just kind of creating this like C on it. I did a video about it and I was like, oh my gosh, I actually really, really liked it. It talked about the easiest way to apply bronzer is just doing it like this. Usually you wanna do like a 3 down here, but I don't like to put it down here. I'll show you how I do it down here. But basically, I'm gonna go in, how many times can I say basically in this video? I'm not really sure. But I'm gonna blend it out. So I'm just gonna go through like this, take it over my nose. Then what I'm gonna take is I'm gonna grab it, and usually you have it near compact. I just like to be out here, and I'm gonna bring it down. Now, I am one of those weird people, and if you're weird like me, we'll be weird together, but my face is darker than my neck and the rest of my body. Don't know why. I think it has something to do with the redness, but I'm going to just take it and just kind of bronze up so it's a little bit more streamlined. Like my chest is red for some reason. I think because I'm hot. I don't know. Yes, I'm hot. But that's what I'm gonna do. And I just blend it out, and then take my trusty little sponge, just go in. Now you can see here, see that creasing? That's because I put way too much product under my eyes. So I'm just gonna go back in with my Real Technique sponge and just really make sure that I'm using it, pick up any of the excess stuff. Here we go. Now, there are 2 different ways that you go about this to get kind of a little bit more glowy in. You can pick a gloss. Now this is one of our new shades, which is Homecoming. The glosses, you can pick a glossy lip and cheek color. So this is a color Homecoming. It's just here for Q3, but you can kind of get that glow from the glossiness because it's going to have a little bit of a shine. If you choose a color like this color here, which is Melody, this is going to be one of our satin shades, and it's going to be more matte. So it's not going to have that glowiness or that glossiness that the glossy ones are going to have. So what I like to do, I personally, and I've said this before, and I'm just very transparent, I don't prefer the glossy shades on my lip or on my cheeks because it takes a little bit longer to build them up. I prefer the satin shades. So like I said, this is the color Melody. And I'm just kind of sticking to my minimalistic look. Now with this color, because I've worn it before, I know I need a little bit more to show up on my skin. So I'm gonna put a lot. With some of the other colors, you don't need that much, but I just have used this before. You can see it gives just a really, really pretty peachy, beachy color. Very fresh. We're going for the fresh look. So I'm just going to apply it like that, and you can see how well these colors just blend out. Now next, I'm going to find my glow shade. I've got to find it. So here at Saint, we have different illuminators. Here is one of the illuminators this is the color Angel. It's so taupe. So it's kind of a pinky color. There are two different finishes to our illuminators. We have cream and then we have powder. So powder is going to show up more, but it's also a little bit harder to use if you have mature skin. If you have mature skin or very dry skin like me, then I suggest the cream bronze or the cream illuminators. We also have these perfumes. So this is Saint No. 4. It smells like something my nose, since having COVID almost 3 years ago, it still doesn't work 100%. So I can't tell you if it smells good or not because I can't really smell it. But I like these because this has a bronzy kind of look to it. So I just take it there and I'm just going to apply it onto my skin. So it's just going to be very subtle. It's not going to be in your face. Now, like I said, if you want like a illuminator that's going to be in your face, then try out our powder illuminators because they're going to give you more of a bang for your buck. If you're somebody who's like, I don't even know if I like illuminators, I don't want something in my face, then definitely do the cream illuminators because it's just going to give you that very subtle kind of glow. So the other thing I forgot to show you guys is another way to add kind of that dew and glow, that glowy look to your face is by setting your face. So I love the Milani Make It Last Original. Now this is more of a natural finish. They do have a dewy one and I think they have a matte one, but I like more in the middle. With cream makeup, you always want to set it because it's going to move. With liquid foundation, it's going to set itself, it's going to dry down and it's just going to be there. One of the benefits of having cream makeup is it's going to kind of move with your skin. It's going to act like second skin, but you have to set it. And so basically you can spray it all over your face like you see a lot of people. I like to spray it on my sponge and then I'm able to really get in there. The benefit I like about this is I'm not going to spray it on my face or my hair. Sometimes with the sprayer, it can just spray like right there and then it's like, okay, well that didn't really work. But I don't like to get it all in my hair. So I like to use a sponge and then set my makeup. So if you want more of a glow, if you want more of a dewy kind of in your face, like, you know, real glow, then definitely look for a primer that is on the dewy side and that's gonna help with that as well. I don't know why I'm doing some of the steps on camera and some of the steps off camera, but I wanna show you what I'm doing for my eyes. So I am actually taking this smudge brush and I am dipping in the color Bella. And then I'm going through and I'm just creating this really pretty kind of bronze look. And then I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do on top of it. So my absolute favorite sparkle, or I guess shimmer color from Saint is this color right here. It's called Angel's Landing. It is such a pretty kind of bronzy. This color will look good no matter what color eye you have, or fair skin, dark skin, it's gonna look amazing. Now, I like to use my finger to apply it because I feel like it picks up the shimmer a little bit more. The only challenge is if you have longer nails like me, then you might need to take a brush and make sure that it's a little bit more even. But if you have short nails, it's gonna work so much more easily. So I'm just gonna go through and again, just kind of giving just that little pop of color, nothing crazy. And then I'm gonna actually take, yeah, this was the side with the Bella. And I'm gonna put it down here and just smudge that area out just to create a little bit more dimension under my eyes. Very, very simple look. So the mascara that I love is the Thrive Cosmetics. Okay, here's the final look. Fresh, glowy skin, super, super easy makeup, all-in-one compact. Now I was showing you guys individually, but this is basically what I wear on the daily. So if you're interested in getting a really, really easy, fresh look, we're going to the summertime, not wearing a lot of makeup, but you want something that is going to work really, really well, especially if you have if you have mature or dry skin, this makeup has literally changed my life. So there's gonna be a jot form down below. Please click it if you wanna do a color match. I'll work with you, we'll troubleshoot together. I will be your brand partner. I will be your cheerleader to make sure that this stuff works for you, but I will be there to help answer any questions. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Hopefully enjoy the video. Until next time, bye.